Hi, all my LGBT friends and others. Okay, so I'm going to continue with Exodus 23, chapter 20, verse 25. Okay, so you shall serve the Lord your God, and you shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. That's it. There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my fear before thee, and will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come. And I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee. And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivite, Canaanite, Hittite from before thee. Hivite, I think it is. Okay. And I will not drive them out before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate, and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. And by little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, from the desert unto the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand. And thou shalt drive them out before thee. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. Thou shalt not dwell in the land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee. Chapter 24. Moses is called upon in the mountain. People promise obedience. The glory of God appears. Aaron and Hur have charge of the people, etc. And he said unto Moses, Come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people of the words of the Lord, and all the judgments, and all of the people answered with one voice and said, All the words which the Lord had said we will do. And Moses wrote all of the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, built an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrifice, peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people. And they said, All that the Lord hath said we will do, and will be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, Behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. Then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel. And they saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet, as it were, a pave work of sapphire stone, as if it were the body of heaven in his clearness. Wow. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand, and they saw God, and did eat and drink. And the Lord said unto Moses, Come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and a law and a commandment which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, and Moses went up unto the mount of God. And he said unto the elders, Tarry ye here for us, until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matters to do, let him come unto them. And Moses went up unto the mount, and a cloud covered the mount. And the glory of the Lord abode among the Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mount in his eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses went in the midst of the cloud, and gat him into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. very significant. All these numbers and everything, if you study, all that it really means and how it applies and to Jesus' death and resurrection and all of that, it's just so very fascinating. Okay. So where am I? Okay, chapter 25. What the Israelites must offer for the making of the tabernacle, form of the ark, etc. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering of every man that giveth it willingly with his heart. Ye shall take my offering. And this is the offering which ye shall take of them: gold, silver, and brass, and blue and purple, and scarlet, fine linen, goat's hair, ram skin dyed red, badger skins, shittim wood, oil for the light, spices for anointing oil, and for sweet incense, onyx stones, stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them. According to all I show thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, and the patterns of the instruments thereof, even so shall ye make it. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. I used to know what a cubit was. I think it's 1.5 feet or something like that. I'm not sure. If you know, leave me a remark, okay? I can find it out. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, within and without shalt thou overlay it, and shall make upon it a crown of gold around about. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof. 2 rings shall be in the one side of it, 2 rings in the other side of it. And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And thou shalt put the staves into the rings by the sides of the ark, and the ark may be bore with them, lifted up. Okay. And the staves shall be rings of the ark, and they shall not be taken from it. And thou shalt be put the ark and the testimony that I shall give thee. 10 Commandments. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold of beaten work, shalt thou make them into the 2 ends of the mercy seat. And make 1 cherub on one end, and the other cherub on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof. They're cherubims like an angel. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their, even better than an angel, okay. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look one to another. Toward the mercy seat shall the faces of the cherubims be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark, and in the ark thou shalt put the testimony I shall give thee. And there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee, and above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony of all things, which I will give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel. Thou shalt also make a table of shittim wood, 2 cubits shall be the length thereof, and the cubits the breadth thereof, and the cubit and half the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, and make thereto a crown of gold around about. And thou shalt make unto the border of a hand breadth around about, and thou shalt make a golden crown to the border thereof round and about. And thou shalt make it for 4 rings of gold, and put the rings of the 4 corners that are on the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border shall the rings be for the places of the staves to bear the table. And thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, that the table may be borne with them. And thou shalt make the dishes thereof, and the spoons thereof, and covers thereof, bowls thereof, to cover withal, of pure gold shalt thou make them. And thou shalt set upon the table shone bread before me alway. And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold, of beaten work shall the candlestick be made of. His shaft and his branches, his bowls, his knobs, his flowers shall be of the same. And the 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knop and a flower in one branch, 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch, with a knop and a flower, so in the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick. And the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops and their flowers. And there shall be a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, and according to the 6 branches that proceed out of the candlestick. Their knops and their branches shall be of the same. All of it shall be one beaten work of pure gold. And thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof, and thou shalt light the lamps thereof, that they may give light over against it. And the tongs thereof and the snuff dishes thereof shall be of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it, and all these vessels. And he took thou, and look that thou make them after their pattern, which was shown thee in the mount. Okay. Chapter 26. 10 curtains of the tabernacle, 11 curtains of goat's hair, the veil of the ark, and the hanging for the door. And I want to just stop right here, because I just wanted to, something just came, the Lord just showed me that the reason why he's saying all of these things to the Israelites, okay, they should be put together, that the pattern shall be the same, that the branches are the same, the branches are the same, the branches are the same. Because, there's 2 trees, okay? There's the Jews and the Christians. The branches shall be the same, that we're grafted in together. We are the same. We are pure gold. We are a pure light. We are all the same, okay? This all, goes very, very deep and very profound. And, you could just read it literally, but then as you get into it a little bit more, like the exegesis and the hermeneutics and the language and you really study and you compare verses after verses, and you realize that this is, many things are said the same over and over and over again, but it's said in language that isn't always understood right away, because there's evil in the world, and only those who are pure of heart and understand the Lord and have the Lord in him will it be revealed in due time to each individual, I believe. And sometimes right away, sometimes not. So anyway, I'm just going to stop there. I'll continue chapter 26 when I get a chance. And anyway, again, I hope that this is a blessing. I hope you listen to it over and over again. Let the Holy Spirit, help you to understand what is being read here. I know it's old language. It's not today's modern language, but to me, it just seems a little bit more pure in many ways, and not so interpreted over and over again. You know what I mean? So anyway, all right. Thank you so much, and thank you to Tommy, for suggesting that I read it, because it's been a blessing to me too. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.